Little. That's live there. There it goes.
In the tent that I bought you.
It's black.
Is that part of the reason?
There we go. What? Yeah, there's two for you and two for me. If I can. Not right now. Sorry about that. We are live. Welcome into Tiger Talks Wrestling. I am your host, Tony, joined, of course, by the final boss himself, Eddie. Welcome into the show, man.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hope you guys are having a wonderful night, as I am. Getting ready for SmackDown and then other good shit coming up this week.
Yes. And also, of course, joined by Fergus there, the leader of the Bagpipe Mafia, or also the WrestleMania three-peater, for that matter. But that's not the only one you seem to win, so we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mean.
It's truthful. It's always usually close between all three of us, though, so that's always good. So yes, we did do, as you've seen at the top of the show, in loving memory to both John Sterling, the voice of the Yankees for a long, long time, and
100 years.
Of course, for Ted Turner, who, honestly, I don't think we'd have wrestling the way it is now if it wasn't for Ted Turner and things he did with WCW back in the day that made WWE better in the long run.
Yeah, most definitely. Ted Turner, the guy that bought NWA and turned it into WCW. Who didn't watch as a kid? Yeah, who didn't watch as a kid WCW Saturday Night 605 on the Superstation? I mean, I watched it. I watched it all the way up to, when it was good, and then towards the, when WCW started to fall, Saturday Superstation TBS with the Saturday, it wasn't really that good, but we had some great moments. Who did remember the NWO having empty arena and some crooked referee in a mask that we didn't know who it was, but we all knew it was. We all knew who it was and all that, and
Nick Patrick.
yeah, it was a fun time with WCW, and we can't forget one of the most brilliant, and John and you, Tony, can remember the most brilliant debut of WCW Saturday Night. The debut of a Hall of Famer in the Shockmaster. Come on Flair for the Gold. My God,
Yeah.
in that stormtrooper mask, talking, and what a great moment for WCW with the Shockmaster. I mean, Damn, they really did a great job on that character.
He was
Yeah,
shocked
they
you?
did. Oh, he shocked you all right when he went through that wall.
You got to.
Not really, but sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Ted Turner, like I said, he brought WCW around, and if it wasn't for him, WCW wouldn't have lasted as long as it did because the Turner Network people, as been mentioned, all wanted to cancel wrestling within a year or two into WCW being on TBS, and then Ted said, "No, you guys keep doing what you're doing. I got deep pockets." So he was a huge supporter of wrestling.
He said, "Forget you."
Unfortunately, it's once he pretty much sold away WCW, then came the downfall of the company. But if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have AEW on TBS and TNT these days either. So, yeah, well,
We also
Not
wouldn't have
just
had
WWE
Impact
at
back when
times.
they were on TNT for a little bit.
We also want to have
that's true.
I like Impact.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been released from WWE recently, but
The New Day.
I kind of doubt they'll go to TNA, but who knows?
Biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy.
All right, but we are here for our Backlash prediction show. We just got 5 matches on the docket.
That's probably it.
Yep, they might add another one. Who knows? But more than likely not, because they like to do 5 for the most part lately.
Yeah.
Speaking of 5, the guy that liked to get a 5 count when he first was in NXT and is a former WWE champion, Big E, is staying with the company from what I've heard. They plan on continuing to use him on prediction shows and all that, even though the rest of the New Day has left the company. They have big plans for Big E when it comes to the kickoff shows and post shows and all that. So something decent news wise that came out of the last couple of days, wrestling wise, WWE wise.
I guess. I want the New Day to stay, but I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't blame them for leaving when they wanted them to take half a cut from what they were earning.
Yeah, I don't like TKO. They losing it.
They're doing something.
They're losing their mind.
All right. The first match.
It's that one.
So I will mention before we get too far into this, even though you're going to see that pop up there, the first hour of Backlash will be live on ESPN2 here in the States. Of course, Backlash can be seen everywhere nationwide on Netflix otherwise, besides in the US. But the first hour will be on ESPN2 as well as the ESPN app. This match, I believe, was one of them that was announced to be during that first hour. I believe both of these first 2 matches that I have lined up are part of the first hour. That'll be on ESPN2 as well as the ESPN app. Next match being the match that we originally were supposed to get at WrestleMania, but because of injuries, it got pushed back to Backlash between Seth freaking Rollins and the current leader, really, of the Vision, the badass himself, Braun Breaker, the son of the dog-faced grandma. What have you guys thought of this build up to this match, and who you guys got taking the win?
It could have been longer. The build up.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but I'll tell you why in a minute.
Well, the build-up has been...
Either one you can take first.
Yeah, the build-up has been good first. First of all, it's been a good build-up. You know, we had it build up, and then, you know, when what's his name, when Breaker got injured and all that, and it stopped, and then it has gone on really good for now. I like it. I wish it was more, but a match that was scheduled for WrestleMania got pushed back because of the injury. I feel like this one's gonna be a good match. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but it's gonna be good because you got a hungry Braun Breaker wanted to show his former mentor that he is the man and all that. This one's a toss up for me because you got Seth coming off a loss at Mania to Gunther thanks to the help of Breaker, and then you got Breaker coming back from injury. Really hasn't had that much of a match yet. I mean, so if I go, I'm just gonna pick, but I don't know if it's gonna be the right one. I'm going to go with Breaker taking the win over Seth. I like I said, it's a toss up because they both need a win right now, but I'm gonna go with Breaker taking a win on Seth. So yeah, that's the only thing I think about that.
Tony, why don't you go next?
John, what you got?
Oh,
Cricket.
like Eddie said, this one is a back and forth because
He's
it go
big.
either way with both of them wanting to, both of them really needing the win. And we know this is not going to be the last time these two have a match on a PLE. And with that being said, I'm going to take a risk here. And I think the winner is going to be Seth freaking Rollins.
Interesting. All right, who you got, Hopi?
Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, I figured as much.
No, I have a smart idea. So it usually works. Whoever gets beat up the most before the match is the winner.
Yeah, that used to be the case, but as we've seen at WrestleMania, that's not always the case anymore. And with that, I am actually going to agree with Eddie here. I feel like, yes, they both kind of could use the win, but I feel like Braun Breaker needs the win even more, and it'll help cement him as the badass that he is and the leader of the Vision going forward. So I do have Braun Breaker picking up the W at Backlash tomorrow. Which, by the way, Backlash does start at 6 p.m. Eastern time for anybody who may ask at any point in time. So that makes 2 of us for Seth and 2 for Braun Breaker. We'll see what happens tomorrow night.
We gonna be right. You guys gonna be wrong.
Or we'll be right and you and John will be wrong.
No.
Maybe.
No, maybe.
Yes, maybe.
Next.
All right, and the other match, I'm pretty sure they mentioned, will be on ESPN2. Will be the United States Championship match as we have Sami Zayn going up against Trick Williams in a rematch from WrestleMania. Trick is supposed to have a little Yachty in his corner again, so.
This is easy.
I'm going to start off by saying the build-up for this rivalry to me has just sucked. I can't stand the whole gingerbread man gimmick and crap that they're doing. I mean, we got to sit through a funeral for the gingerbread man tonight on SmackDown too.
Oh no.
Which is just crazy to me.
Really?
We went from the US Open challenges for the last 3 champions really, before Sammy won it back again. which Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov kind of raised the U.S. title to me, but this whole rivalry before WrestleMania and after just hasn't done it for me for the U.S. title picture. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know about you guys, but one of you can take it from there with what you think of this whole
I am so
rivalry
damn
situation.
sick of Sammy Hogan getting title shot after title shot and the rematch when he doesn't really deserve it. We all know he's going to be on to bigger and better things because WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi, so we know he's going to be in the heavyweight picture by then. So let's just move on with it. Trick retains. End of story.
You know, you guys know how I feel about this rivalry. Tonight we're doing a goddamn funeral for a gingerbread man. I mean, for the love of God.
And
I mean, I mean, this has to stop. I mean, what next? We're gonna have Mrs. Gingerbread Man interfere in the match to have Trick Williams win. In revenge of her husband dying. I hope that doesn't happen, but it's WWE. But I'm going with the anointed one. And his lemon pepper steppers. I'm going with Trick Williams, but yeah, this. Let's just have a normal match and not have to have it do a damn funeral for a gingerbread costume. So yeah, mine's is Trick Willie, beating Sammy.
Yeah, it's being stupid.
oh, and everybody. Oh. Oh, you're not frozen. Oh, it fixed itself.
Yeah, for a minute maybe.
Or two.
I don't know if it didn't fix itself because you can just hear it because I got it up here.
If it
When you can hear us.
or two.
I'll be right back. I don't know if it didn't fix itself because you can just hear it.
What the hell?
He had to restart it because it's giving issues.
Okay, now let's talk about this, John. I have to ask you. The feud with Trick, I think Trick's going to be a wonderful United States champion, like you said. Sammy's going to go to WrestleMania next year. We all know that. It's in Saudi.
He's
We
either
know
going to
that.
win the Rumble or the Chamber, so yeah.
Yeah, we know he's going to go there. But it is not fair to me. We have Elio and then we have Carmelo. I think Carmelo's injured right now. I'm not really sure, but I think he's injured. Do you feel like this feud could have been better if you added them two men into it and not have to worry about a funeral for a gingerbread man, which is absolutely ridiculous?
Well, I don't know if I don't know. I know Melo's injured, but I think it's a small injury. And I think what they could do at the end of this match is have Trick win, and then and then have Melo turn heel and just attack Trick out of nowhere after the match.
Yeah. And I feel the same way, but here's another scenario. You'd think it's time to turn Elio heel.
I think you just need to move Elio to Raw because you could do so many better storylines on Raw with that character.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like Elio is lost in the shuffle on SmackDown. I mean, go somewhere where you could be wanted. You know.
I want to go
I
see him
mean,
beat the crap out of Dirty Dom.
oh yeah, I would love to see Elio and Pento,
Ooh, that'd be
Penta,
good.
Intercontinental title. Yes, I said Pento. I meant Penta.
Yeah.
Yeah, my back. No, but yeah, there's some stuff.
Penta
And then Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah,
Pento beat?
yeah. Yeah, I feel like he has a more
Sorry,
better chance
difficulties
there,
here.
but we're not getting the draft. So I don't know what will you do. What will you do with him? So
Well, technically, in the video game, the draft is after Backlash. So there could be a draft out of nowhere.
hell, in the video game, I put it after WrestleMania so we could get. Apparently, the Judgment Day really loves SmackDown.
Good, because they suck.
And Raw's first pick on mine is Demolition.
They suck.
For some reason, Demolition gets picked first.
Wow. There's the right pick.
So who did you pick for that match, Tony?
All right. What you got for this match, Opie?
Trick and Gingerbread Man's done and it's cringy and it's terrible and it's I could go on for hours.
Sure you could. That makes fall for Williams to win this match, and like it was mentioned, hopefully moving on to something bigger, something better, anyways. After this,
Like
with
what?
the lemon pepper steppers in that U.S. title.
And the stupid gingerbread man could just wee out the window, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Like no, and that wasn't. I don't even understand. It's so waste. That's how I feel about it.
That's okay. That's how a lot of people, I think, feel about it. I don't know if too many people have enjoyed that whole situation.
Like last week when I seen that Sammy beat up Gingerbread Man, I was like, what is that? What is that? You could tell it was not a real person.
Yeah.
You could definitely tell that. And then he just beats it anyways.
Yep. All right.
Oh.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
start on this
I'm
one? Can
putting
I
everything-
start?
Semi works out. Next match we got on the docket is the tag. Yes, you can start on this one, John.
All right. So I've seen all the rumors of who it could be and all that. Let me go down this list. Could it be Pepsi Phil? I mean, it would make sense because of history, but no, it's not going to be Pepsi Phil. Could it be what's Powerhouse's new name? Royce Keys. No, it's not going to be Royce Keys. That makes too much sense. Clearly, it's going to be one of the midgets from Mania, Disco Dave. No, never mind. Not him either. We all know who it's going to be. So it's going to be Kit Wilson and The Miz versus Danhausen and Boogeyman. No, just kidding. It's not going to be Boogeyman, but that'd be pretty epic. I would love to see that entrance again. But no, the true match is going to be Kit Wilson and Miz versus Danhausen and that long-haired son of a sinner, Jelly Roll. And let me tell you, Jelly Roll and Danhausen are going to win this match.
I agree with you. I feel like Jelly Jam and Danhausen, because that's what Danhausen calls him, Jelly Jam. So yeah, I'm going with it's gonna be Miz and Miz is gonna lose. We already know. Danhausen's hot right now, and I love when he's on Sports Center doing the top 3 plays, and he goes. Yeah, he even did the fake smoke and ran away. I mean, classic, Danhausen. So yeah, I'm going with Danhausen and Jelly Jam.
So it's been a unique build up towards this match, and it's got to be somebody big for it to be an actual match to be put on Backlash on the PLE instead of being on SmackDown. But
on the random SmackDown.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is Jelly Roll. I mean, there's other possibilities of who it could be, but I did hear today it does sound like it's more likely going to be Jelly Roll. So I do agree with you guys. I think Danhausen will stay undefeated, and him and his partner, Jelly Roll or whoever it is, will win at Backlash tomorrow night. What do you think, Hope?
The same.
The same?
Yeah. And now the Miz and Kit Wilson are double cursed. They're twins.
Yeah, well, Miz and Kit Wilson did get the better of Danhausen on SmackDown last Friday, so.
Yeah, last Friday.
Because the Miz pulled one over on him.
It won't be lucky twice, though. He's double cursed.
Maybe.
Well, he doesn't believe in the curse, but he's cursed. It's obvious he's cursed.
Well, you would think after everything that's happened to the Miz, he would believe in the curse. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy knocked his wife into a cake and then threw chocolate into her face.
Need a charger. That's the wrong charger. I'm gonna die and it can't die.
It's been hilarious, this rivalry. I'll give it that much. Much better than that whole Trick Williams, Sami Zayn.
Oh, I know. I picked that one.
Try and get rid of that, and it goes back.
I mean, the Miz is having a rough time.
Yeah,
He's been cursed. His Cavaliers are cursed. I mean, he's having so much trouble.
I mean, the only good thing he's done lately is host American Gladiators.
I haven't seen it yet. I've been wanting to watch it. But I heard it's really. I heard Rick Boone's is in that, isn't it?
Yeah, Rick Boog is that. He's the bull.
Yeah. And then I know Wardlow. I know Wardlow's in it, and Camille.
Yep, Camille's Hurricane and Wardlow is Sting.
Yep.
Any other person that we might know in that?
Not from the wrestling community, but yeah. I know another one from Big Brother, and that's
Jesse Goddard.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He's in.
We ain't talking about Mr. Pectorical, okay?
Wait, that's his name in?
No, in
that's the name.
Spectacular.
Oh, okay.
Gladiator name is Steel.
That's his gimmick in wrestling. Mr. Spectacular.
Wow.
He used to be in TNA at one point in time.
Yeah, he was with Rob Stone and Joaquin Wilde as the Bromans.
Yeah. Yep. Sure was. He's been, I want to say he was the MLW champion at one point in time too recently, but he's still around, just on indies more so than anything else these days. All right. Get to a match that's a little more serious compared to those last two matches. A match that also at one point in time was rumored to take place at WrestleMania. We got the Genius of the Sky, Iyo Sky, versus the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Now, let's get the elephant in the room out of the room, so as to speak here. We all know there's one person that should have been involved with this whole last couple weeks build up to this match and at the match.
I know.
She potentially could be a part of it still, from what I heard. There's a 50-50 chance. But yes, the Pirate Princess Kairi Sane should be there and should never have gotten released. That's my thinking on it anyways. What's your guys' take on this whole build up to this match and the match itself?
The build-up is good. Like, it's been a great story. But then the whole releasing of Kairi Sane out of nowhere just pretty much put the story through, like, how does this end? What's this going to happen? And with the whole rumors of her maybe being there because, yes, she was released from WWE, but she has no complete, I can't speak. You know what I'm talking about. So it's very possible she could show up for this one thing. And if that's the case, it's going to be a one time. I'm sorry. There's this. It's going to end right here, and with the missing that happened by Asuka, I think Iyo Sky takes the win here. I mean, I don't know how else you end it. You bring Kairi Sane back for one. Io's got to win this. It's that simple.
John, you put it on the right track. WWE and TKO basically dropped the ball in this match by releasing Kyrie. She's in the middle of a storyline with two people that she's friends with fighting over to free her from Asuka, and then you just poof, you let her go, and what do you have? A
They gave
match
us the
that is
storyline.
yeah,
WWE freed her without Io's help.
yeah. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And let's say this: both of these ladies need a win in their column, especially Kyrie. I feel Io needs it more because Io, since she lost the tag team titles and Mommy went over to SmackDown, she is in a. I'm not saying she's in a tailspin, but she's in a stuck moment that she could get out of it. But man, from WrestleMania main event with Rena and Bianca to not even being on, not even wrestling and just doing a run-in at WrestleMania, which is disgusting. And for Asuka, same thing. It's like, what happened? You know, Asuka been up and down in this run in WWE, up and down for the past. She's a single, then she's a tag team, and now this. But I'm going with Io taking the win, and hopefully we end in and seeing Kyrie come and just helping her, and then all of a sudden she's gone again, you know, because it needs to end somewhere. But I'm going with Io, you know, taking the win.
What do you think, Opie?
Iyo. I wish it would be like when I took that at least for a brief time, and then people get mad, and then they just feel like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with the whole Kyrie situation, but I do agree with three of you. I feel like Io definitely needs this win more so than Asuka does, and if Kyrie does return, it's got to be to help Io and to finally break the chains, if you will, from Asuka and move on past that. So, but as Eddie mentioned, Io's kind of been on the downfall, if you will, since Rhea and her broke up their tag team, and Rhea went over to SmackDown, and we need to see Iyo get back up in there in the title picture, whether it be for the women's IC title or for the women's world title, which honestly, with Stephanie injured, I feel like Iyo should be the one to go after Liv Morgan in that women's world title next. That's my thinking on it, though.
Well, you know what?
What?
TKO doesn't care what you think.
Well, obviously.
No. I wish we could have seen Kyrie more.
All right. That brings us to the main event of Backlash. I heard quite an interesting rumor for this match earlier today, but we'll get into that later. It didn't do what I told it to do.
That is not Asuka and Iyo.
No, I deleted that one already, so I don't know why it's still going. There we go. All right.
Wrong gender.
So we've got the main event, the World Heavyweight Championship on the line, as we get Bloodline versus Bloodline technically here. Jacob Fatu, the Samoan Werewolf, going up against your Tribal Chief, the OTC, Roman Reigns, for that World Heavyweight Championship. What do you guys got for this?
Okay, so this one's the same thing as a toss-up for me because Jacob is a future star in the company. He's using the Tonga grip, which is one of the Samoan dynasty's favorite move in all. And then there's rumors that Roman and TKO are at odds about they want Roman to take a pay cut because he's a part-timer or he has to fulfill his contract. I think he's making $15 million, like, and keep wrestling, take a pay cut, and I did hear rumors, I don't know if it's true, they took him off every date in June, took off his likeliness everywhere, and he's technically not wrestling in June at all. So that's a little concerning that his graphic or anything going forward is not on any posters, and he's your world champion. So this one is a little. Do you have Jacob win and just have Roman have the championship for only a month? Not even a month. So this one's a toss up. It's like, damn, I mean, what's going on in TKO? But my pick, and I know it's going to be out of the thin, I'm going to go with Roman. You can't take the title off you if you're planning on matches with him and Seth and stuff like that. You know, the situation has to play out itself with his contract. So hopefully, but I'm going with the tribal chief winning, and then we know it's going to be a turn somewhere or a debut to help Jacob. And yeah, but I'm going with Roman retaining the World Heavyweight Championship against Jacob and all. So yeah, that's my opinion with that one.
So from what I understood, that none of the top tier
So I
talent was
won't.
having a pay cut.
Hold
It
on.
was
Yeah. No, go ahead. That's part of what I was going to get into.
from what I understand, it wasn't the top tier people that were going to get pay cuts. It was that the middle tier people that aren't being used very much. So Roman wouldn't even been asked on. Roman is the tippy top. He's in a tier of his own. They're not going to ask him to take a pay cut. With that being said, even with there's things they can do to take the title off Roman or have him not wrestle in June without him losing. And I think that might be the route they go because from what I understand, he has something coming up in June. So basically, you have him beat Jacob Fatu and then get taken out by either the Usos turning or some other return that takes him out. Roman is retaining the title, but as for June, I don't know how they're going to work it, but that's all I know.
So let me point out the fact that there is another premium live event after Backlash before you get to June. Roman Reigns is scheduled to be at Clash in Italy at the end of May.
Oh, I forgot.
Yes, he will be
Forgot
off
about
of
that one.
all programming after that through the end of June. Yeah, he will be on the last episode of Raw in June. They announced today his next dates, that he'll be on the last episode of Raw in June, and then he'll be on Raw the first couple weeks of July. So he'll definitely be on there in July as well, and at that PLE. He's just not going to be a part of the June PLE in Saudi.
I don't blame him.
So that's why they took him off, from what I read. Who do you got, Hope? You got Jacob Fatu winning the title, or you got Roman Reigns retaining?
Roman Reigns, I do not acknowledge him. You can't take it off of him as that only like 3 weeks after he wins it.
Not even 3 weeks. It's a day less than 3 weeks.
Okay, fine.
20 days later.
Okay, you can't take it off of him. Yeah.
So I am a little conflicted on this one too. I understand where Eddie's coming from, especially after seeing the rumor that I seen today that there could be a certain Samoan family member finally making his WWE debut tomorrow night at Backlash.
Let me guess.
I'm surprised John hadn't heard that nor mentioned it. And I don't know if he comes in. Does he come in and help Roman? Or does he come in and he's the X Factor to lead to Jacob Fatu finally being WWE or World Heavyweight Champion in the WWE? I mean, it's tough to pick between these two. Jacob's been red hot lately. Roman is Roman. Go ahead, John.
You make your prediction, then I will say what I want to say.
What you're gonna say? Part of me wants to say we're gonna see Ant New, but
there's always a but.
There is usually a but. I can't see him taking the title off of Roman this soon. It's too soon. I got to go with somehow, some way Roman retains the title. I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns as well, like you guys did. Part of me wants to say Jacob, but I'm gonna go with Roman.
The OTC.
And I'll be kicking myself if Jacob ends up winning, but
yeah, because you'll be like, "Oh shoot, I was gonna pick him and I didn't."
Yep. What were you gonna say, John?
See,
I think Zyla debuts.
Roman beats
then we get
Fatu
Zyla with the Usos and Roman.
All right, so Roman beats Fatu and wants Jacob to acknowledge him. Jacob refuses, so Roman and the Usos start beating on Jacob, and that's when Zilla makes his debut.
To save Jacob?
Yeah, save Jacob.
Okay. That could happen. We'll see what happens there. Like I said, that's just a rumor I heard today that he could be debuting finally tomorrow. But
there's so many rumors you don't know what to believe anymore.
No, you don't. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one other person that could potentially be in a match tomorrow, which would be easy to build up to with what he's doing. I want to talk a little bit, because we got a few minutes still, about him and what they're doing with him at the moment. I mean, for crying out loud, this guy did retire the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Oh, Oba Femi.
Yes, Oba Femi. A guy who, if you look back at some of our NXT prediction shows from the last couple of years, we have said that we weren't huge fans of. Eddie has called him Ahmed Johnson many times. But I want to get your guys' opinion on what they've done with Oba since he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Not just that, but that match he had with Otis this past Monday night on Raw.
Holy fart. How did he do that?
I mean, for the love of God, Otis is what, 330?
Soaking wet. No,
yes.
He's probably like 500 soaking wet.
Yeah.
He picked up Otis like Otis was a paperweight. I mean, my God. Whoever is doing the creative for Oba Femi, keep doing it. Make him the monster that he should be. You beat Brock Lesnar at Mania. Don't let it fall to this, like, okay, we're going to build him up and then we're just going to poof, take his ass down. No, Oba is the future. And I will say this. Oba needs to be built as a monster on Raw and a threat to Roman Reigns or whoever, and I'm gonna do like what Gorilla Monsoon used to say: whoever is the world heavyweight champion at the time when Oba's ready to take that reign. You know, Oba is going to do it, and I feel like before he gets to that world title shot, put him with the Intercontinental title and see how he runs with that title. I know it's on Penta, but
Yeah.
maybe have Penta lose it to somebody and then Oba takes it. Whoever that person is, may God help him because Oba's on this run. And I feel like he is the future world heavyweight champion because that man is so over with the crowd. And don't let that phase away. You know, it's yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna be a fun summer to see what Oba does.
What if Oba is Danhausen's partner? Because
I agree.
he's had history with Kit Wilson. Wilson's called him toxic. What if it's Oba and Danhausen beating the crap out of Kit Wilson and the
True.
Miz?
Oh my God, Oberhausen.
They better
I mean,
make
Danhausen wouldn't even have to tag in.
How's
Miz and
Femi?
Kit would have to make some
How's
damage.
Femi?
Nice.
What the frick?
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how they go with these open challenges for Oba going forward and who all they have come out there. But yeah, like you said, he treated Otis like he was nothing, just tossing him around the way he did. I loved how he used his noggin, if you will, and had put Otis on the second rope to hit the power bomb too, instead of just trying to pick him up and power bomb him too. That made Otis look good, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah.
I think that was funny.
It was smart on Oba's part.
I think that was funny that Akira took one look at Oba and was like, "Nope, I'm out of here."
Yeah, Akira Tozawa made the smartest decision of his life that night.
He was like, "Nope, Otis, you can do it. I'm not dying tonight. I'm out. Bye. You have fun with him."
All right. I know I didn't put our sponsors on here, but we're very tight on time. I'll throw these up here real quick. We'll throw Funky Punk up there first. You can click on scan that QR code. You can go to Funky Punk's Facebook page, find out more about them. And here's Philanthropy's QR code as well. We thank them both, of course, for being our sponsor. And if you want to take anything real quick to mention from those.
No, we just want to say thank you to our sponsors. We just want to say thank you to our sponsors. And if you do go to Funky Punk, she's having a big sale coming up. I think it's on now, but she's selling some great vintage 90s and Y2K outfits. So if you're one of the kids that still, or if you're an adult still think you're from the Y2K era, go right ahead. But thank you to our sponsors, and we appreciate what you guys do for us.
Yes. And I'll be back on either Tuesday or Wednesday to do my prediction show for WTW. Next big show. They had some issues come up that they didn't do it this past Thursday like originally planned. So I'll be doing that prediction show. And then we might figure out something else to do for Tiger Sports this next week as well. We'll see what happens. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has been our Backlash prediction show. We thank you guys. What?
WWE just gave her love and memory to Ted Turner.
Ted Turner?
Yeah.
I was hoping they would.
At the opening of the show. The very opening.
All right. Well, we're going to go out and watch that in a minute.